Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're going to be using the Divi Supreme modules again in this video, and what we're going to do is create a pop-up from a button that when you click on it, it'll pop out a live Google map. And that's a pretty cool little effect to have on your site. As you can see, it's real time, the map's live, you can zoom in, zoom out, wherever you want. So let's get this done. First thing we need to do, if we're going to enable pop-outs with our Divi Supreme plugin, once you've got Divi Supreme Pro installed, you'll see it down here. Just click on it. And we want to make sure that you've got Enable Divi Pop-up. Click to the on right here in General Settings tab. Once you have, make sure you save the changes and we're good to go. We can use pop-ups on most elements. So let's enable the visual builder and we'll start building this. Once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work, and I'll simply delete this module right here with a little trash can. I've got a row, the green tab, with 3 columns in it. I'm going to click on the little dark circle with a white cross to add a new module. I'm simply going to add a button because that's what we're going to use to trigger this pop-up. There it is right there. As standard, Divi comes with all of these light grey modules. Divi Supreme adds another 40 modules. It is a great addition to the Divi theme, and there's more regular Divi modules. So like I say, I'm just going to add a button module. There we go, and there it is. And as it's a map, I think I'll put it our location or whatever you feel appropriate. For the link, because we're going to use it for a pop-up, you have to put something in here. Let's move this so we can see. I'm just going to put a hashtag in there, and we want the pop-up or whatever it's going to trigger to open in the same window. Let's go over to our design now. I want that button in the middle. I'm not going to spend too much time on the design. We'll give it a custom style. Text size and color is fine. Button background, I'm going to make that purple. I guess we'll make the text white because that's purple. Don't want a border on there. Going to give it a hover color of perhaps green. Just hit the little arrow and it will give you the hover and desktop versions. For the hover version, I want it to be green. Great, we're about there. Just give it a little bit of box shadow and we're done. I don't want the little icon when you hover over it. If you want that, just leave it on and choose your icon. And we'll just give it a little box shadow, make it stand out a bit more. Okay, so we've got our button. Now how do we make it trigger something? Well, to do that, we need to go to our Advanced tab, down to Visibility. And now we've got our little button checked over here in our Divi Supreme Pro panel. We've got our Use Pop-Up button in our Advanced tab of our modules. And this will appear in most of your modules, if not all of them. I'm going to flip that to yes. What kind of layout? Well, today I'm going to use an iframe because I'm going to use a Google map. So I'm going to put it on iframe. Now we need the iframe URL. Let's open another tab. Let's go to Google. Let's just go to Maps. Click on Google Maps. And I haven't got a location. I got the White House there. That'll do fine for this example. Zoom the map out or in to where you want it, sort of thing. So you can see the sort of appropriate amount of area that you want to display with your map. And then go over and hit the share button right here. And I want to embed a map. And here's the iframe code right here. So I'm going to copy it. If we were embedding it into a page, I'd use the whole thing there. But for what we want today, we just need the URL that's actually in the middle, which is the HTTPS bit. So I'm going to copy this. I find this is the easiest way. I'm going to just paste it into a notepad. And I'm going to copy this from the opening inverted commas there to the closing inverted commas, which will just be before the iframe end right there. And I'm going to copy that. Now see, you don't want the inverted commas there, and you can let go of the little chevron for the closing iframe tag right there. So we got this copied. Let's go back to here and paste it in the iframe URL. There it is in there. Now we can leave it to trigger on for the module because it's just one button, or you can change it to button. It really doesn't matter. They'll both do the same thing. Now when it closes outside pop-up, that's fine. You can have it outside or a close button or whatever you want to do. Don't want it to auto close after a period of time. If you check that, you can set a time rate for it. There's all kind of entrance and exit animations you can choose, from the sublime to the ridiculous, but they're all pretty impressive. I'm going to leave mine on fade in and fade out just for expediency here. Pop-up position, center and absolute, which means it'll be in the same place no matter how people are scrolling up and down the site. That's fine. You can use it full width if you want to. I don't particularly want to do that. Max width, well, we can set it for different ones on different devices. For instance, on a desktop we can set it to whatever, 1000. On a tablet we can set it to sort of 720, 900, something like that. And on the phone we'll want to set it to smaller, say nothing bigger than about 550, something like that. I want to show the overlay. That's the sort of background color. Let's get it back to desktop state. As I was saying, the overlay is the background color behind the image that makes it stand out a lot better. You can choose your color there. We want to show the close button so they can click off of it, and it's inside. If you don't want that, turn it off, and when they click outside of the actual map itself, it will close. By default they give you the X as the close icon. That works for me. If not, you can choose any icon that you want here, and obviously choose a background color for your button. So we're pretty much done here. So let's save our changes, save the page changes, and exit the Visual Builder. Once exited, let's go down and try out our button. There it is, and let's click on it and see what happens. There we go. There's our Google map, and all we need to do is hold the control down and we can zoom in and out to our heart's desire. There's our close button, and as you can see, it's got that dark overlay background. So there you have it. There's how to add a live Google map on button click to your site using the fantastic Divi Supreme modules. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.